Ever heard of the silver disc, buddy? Today I'm going to be taking a look at Feral Warriors Barnsley. Now, I've seen this listed online from other sellers as Beast Alliance is the name of the company behind it, but I bought this in person at BotCon from what seemed to be the producer, and I believe their booth said Feral Warriors, and the free packaging they gave me said Feral Warriors, Robotic Animal Legion. So I'm not entirely sure about the name, but this is a raster piece scale, a fractal done out of upscaling the golden disc pterosaur mold, which is of course the legacy air razor mold. Now, I never bought the golden disc pterosaur, but I do have the air razor here for scale, so it's a pretty significant upscale. I'm not usually a huge masterpiece scale guy or even a third-party guy, but it was BotCon. I was seeing this hyped up quite a bit online, and of course Fractyl is just a neat little character. I'm a big Beast Wars guy, and I like the 3H Wreckers comics that they did in the 90s BotCon to tie into Beast Wars and Beast Machines. In fact, right here, I've got Fractyl's good friend from those comics, Spidor for scale, transmittal to Spidor. Of course, I believe both of these guys died together at the hands of Pack Rat in those comics. Looking at it up close, we've got a very nice metallic golden paint applied here, and I believe most of this silver is paint over green plastic. You can even see the sort of lines there. And on these little accessories right here, I believe there's a tiny bit of paint chipping on one of them where you can kind of see they are green underneath, which I'm not, so they went pretty all out on the paint for this one, though they notably seem to have skimmed in one significant department. And of course, they had this metallic gold. They did not use it on the disc. The disc is cast in a gray plastic and is completely unpainted. So if you come second place in the Beast Wars, you get yourself a silver disc instead, I guess. Now this mold, for all its faults, that original Kingdom Air Razor mold, extremely posable beast and robot mode. Of course, we see all this mobility on the wings, but as of right now, it's just focused on the robot mode. See, oh man, that is some stiff elbows, but okay, maybe I won't display that much of the posability. One thing I have kind of noticed is that this sort of thigh part right here seems to be a die cast. Well, this part for the hinge, transformation hinge, plastic. Now, a lot of the time I'm messing with the figure, this just flicks up kind of randomly. I'm guessing because of that plastic die cast connection. I'm not so sure about the sturdiness of this figure because of that, and just leaving it standing on its own. You kind of have to give it a more backwards position with the weight going backwards, because you have a little bit of weight going forwards. Flop. Yeah. Now let's see that beast mode. Surprisingly, the pterosaur mode does not stand on its own that great. Posing wise, it can be a bit of a struggle to get it to stand up. The golden disc can fit into the mouth or the beak or the jaw of this Fractyl, which I believe was an intentional design on the pterosaur version of the mold. There's actually slightly more wing posability on this KO. I believe this section, well, yeah, you have to do for the transformation I did just now. Yeah, you can like hinge it forwards as well as, you know, all the folding up and scaffolding out that the mold has done since the air razor release, of course. Very dynamic wings, but no folding motion like this has, or no up and down motion like that, yeah. So you can pose it in some dynamic flying positions, better off in ones where you can't see the underside as well, Oof. Yeah, that's always been the problem with this mold. It's a bit too focused on the robot mode. Beast mode's a bit goofy. I've always been a little iffy on the Kingdom Beast mode design philosophy overall. They focus a lot on the finer details and molding of the Beast mode to try and get by with Beast modes that are never really looked or felt quite complete. We always had a odd geometry to them. Yeah. But I think all in all, this works enough for a Fractyl. I mean, what else are you gonna do? They couldn't change that much themselves unless they wanted to make some way to get these arms to finally fold into the central position, or hell, maybe even get the tail part to finally go where it's actually supposed to be instead of faux forming. Bit of posability, I guess, on this by pulling that out. But otherwise, I mean, the transformation is basically the same. Alt mode, very few differences. I think you're supposed to, parts form these tiny little pieces out that go on his arm, because otherwise it kind of collides and scratches with his legs in this mode. Putting our beloved Barnsley back into robot mode. One of the primary details that has stuck out to me since I bought this figure is how small the hands are. Now, of course, I look at the Kingdom Air Razor for comparison, and they are nearly the same size. And I thought they were the same size. I thought they kept it the same size in order for the hands to be 5mm, but nay, I believe these are actually smaller, and that the pterosaur, or they had Barnsley, the Fractyl, it's fucking Fractyl. The Fractyl is not even 5mm. Try these 5mm rockets off of the Air Razor, they don't even fit. It's quite odd. I can't really imagine why they did that, other than maybe, I guess, for proportional sake. Obviously, those hands store in around the waist area in pterosaur mode. But interestingly, when I bought this at BotCon, I was given this accessory pack by Javeron 3D. He's even got a little business card in there. So shout out to that guy, Jonathan Hoffman, I guess. And it did contain 3D printed replacement hands for this and for the Blue Bolt, which I did not purchase here. There's the other upscale they had of the Air Razor mold into, it's not really focused on Blue Bolt, who I believe has roots in the Legends manga. Not really familiar with that character, so I wasn't interested in purchasing that. And they give you just this box for display purposes, folded up. I don't even think I'm gonna use it, especially considering it's for both of them. But I like the classic Beast Wars packaging style that they imitated. But these 3D printed hands would at the very least be 5mm, though I don't think I'm gonna use them because I don't really know how, or really want to go through the effort to remove the current hands. But I mean, the 3D printed, like, it looks fine. It's got a decent, you know, golden look to it. Even a green bit to blend in with that part. Yeah, I would say all in all, this Fractyl is kind of worth it because, I mean, when else are you gonna get a Fractyl? I think your only other option, like, period, is the original BotCon release. And no, the other BotCon release as well, which was Cybertronian mode for Fractyl, out of the, was it Combiner Wars jet mold. So that is kind of funny. The only place you can buy a Fractyl nowadays seems to be BotCon. Even the modern KO Fractyl, at least, the only physical marketplace you can buy it in is that BotCon venue I was at the other day, Chicago, 2026, or Schaumburg, I guess, outside of Chicago. So it was nice, and I don't think this has gotten a proper wide release online yet, or it might not ever get one. I can't tell if it was supposed to be an exclusive. Wasn't very clear about that, but as of right now, that's where I bought it. That seems to be the only place you can buy it online, or that seems to be the only place you can buy it in general. And I try to look into this figure online because I don't really know much about the company behind it. But, oh well. It's a fun pickup. I'm a big Beast Wars fan, and it fills a specific void in my collection of Spidor's Bestie. And that's all for today.